Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Thanks for joining this live chat session. Special welcome to one of the participants, one of my friends from the US, going to undergo a similar surgery which I went through around 2 months ago. So, a message for this friend of mine that you will feel much better. Believe me, trust me. Don't be worried. You'll feel what I am feeling now. As I told you, busy. Uh, so don't be down. Don't be worried. Just go for it. You'll feel much better after the surgery. All prayers for you. I'll stay in touch with you. Let me welcome the participants one by one. Then four main topics which I'll speak on in this live chat for you. Nahom Architects is the first one who commented today. Budjisiyama second. Fitsum Kidane Mariam. Hello. He says hi. Yoni Tafaras says third. Hello Sajid. Mike Mikhail says hello conflict analyst. How are you, Mikhail? Michael Kedane, chief of Hamasian. Hamasian. What is Hamasian, by the way? Mikhail says, this is where I spend on my lunch break. That you must be in Europe, I think, if I'm not wrong. Not in Europe, in US or Canada, I think, if I'm not wrong. Uh, Smiling forest trees here. Goitiom Gizai, average dom 2, Wondifarao Ayale, Korko Deng. Amano is the first member who joined today. Special welcome to you. Amano says hello. Average Dom, D, Demi, FTWI, Fitwi, Tisfai. Hamasian is the cradle of civilization, Sajid. Okay, Betty Gabro says hi. How are you, Betty? Priority from Messiah's name I have to read. Tildi, Farabdi, GHDE. Welcome to all of you. First of all, condolences to the people of Kenya, where mourning underway. Liz Elias here too. The senior most defense official in Kenya has died in an unfortunate incident. Yeah, Michael, that is why I said that he could be in Europe. He could be in America or Canada, I think. Thank you, Nuno. Kenyan defense chief has died today. He died in a helicopter crash. Uh, Obviously, inquiry will be conducted. The man took office as the head of KDF, Kenyan Defense Forces, last year, in April last year. Almost a year, he served as the head of Kenyan Defense Force. Earlier, he served as deputy head of the KDF, but since last April, he has been serving as the chief of staff of Kenyan Defense Force. William Ruto, the Kenyan president, is chairing a high-level meeting these minutes. Uh, Inquiry will be conducted. What was the reason behind the chopper crash? Technical failure, something else? Most probably technical failure, but let's see. Kenya these days is facing natural disasters too. Heavy rains have left thousands of people homeless in different parts of Kenya. So natural calamities, and the second news story from Kenya is about the KDF general who has died. Condolences to the people of Kenya and the family of the General. General Ogola is his name. Daniel Dassalin says, I live in the US and will be going to Ethiopia to fight if TPLF launched a war against Welkait. Mitik Kodima, do you think status quo should be maintained before we talk about the future of Wolkite? Kenyan does not need military because they're at peace with Somalia. Even when you are at peace, you need to have military, I think. Daniel, please don't write the same comment again and again. Please don't write it. Let me respond to it. Let me respond to it. You wrote it around 10 times. Please don't flood the comment section that others comment to. Thank you, Betty, for liking my analysis. Let me respond to the comment by Daniel Dassalin, who's ready to come from all the way from US to Ethiopia to fight against TPLF. Please don't think about it. I told you several times in the last few months that foreigners are under observation, surveillance in Ethiopia, especially those who have any affiliation with armed groups in Ethiopia, whether they support the Ola or Fano fighters or other armed groups. So don't think about coming to Ethiopia. You'll go through a bad time here. You're bound to be arrested. Security forces are very active when it comes to monitoring foreigners' activities. It would be difficult for you then to get out of Ethiopia. Even difficult to get to the place, Wolkite, as well. You'll see so many hurdles on your way to Wolkite. So I would say that if this is what you're planning, don't do it. Two news stories. Firstly, three news stories rather. Wolkite, as we were expecting, strong statement from Wolkite for TPLF. Would not analyze the statement. Secondly, Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson held a press briefing today. On Thursday, we know that the Foreign Ministry briefs journalists. And there, the newly appointed spokesperson talked about Ethiopia Somaliland MOU and Ethiopia Eritrea border. So, what did he say? What he said, can we say that it goes against what Eritrea said a few days ago? Mesfin K joined too. Special welcome to you, Mesfin. Dibu, a new name for me, Dibu. Hockey Worky joined as well. Welcome, Sajid. Why is Ethiopian government accusing TPLF on Raya? Don't you think they were aligned with Tigray? Interesting question. I think my understanding is that they were aligned to the extent of pushing Amhara forces out of Raya. They used the movement of KDF to scare Amhara forces, to dismantle Amhara provisional government. They did not want Tigray forces to take control of all southern zone. Now, when Amhara forces have been expelled, Amhara government dismantled, they want Tigray fighters to be disarmed or to return to or from where they came. That is what I have understood, I think. Nathaniel Mickey joined. Engisom Photo says, listening while driving, please be careful, take good care of yourself. Johannes Bigini says, stop mentioning Eritrea. Why? Aman Voshe says, hello everyone. Muhammad Ali joined too. say the how. Ardmake Zadu's warning to TPLF has a value at this time? Yeah, very valuable, very significant, I would say. Not valuable, right word is significant, I think. Abdullah Shino says, thanks so much for useful information from Gulmuduk. He's from Gulmuduk, Somalia. Welcome, Abdullah Shino. Yonita Farah here as well. Yoni says, don't mention Eritrea collapse state. I think collapse state should be mentioned more. Stacked up says Eritrea will win. Let's talk about Wolkite viewers first. Wolkite, Amhara Identity Restoration Committee issued a statement today. Yeah, this is the first news. Long statement, I think 5 or 6 page long statement. The statement was very expected, keeping in view what happened. Bilal Moshe joined to welcome Bilal, a member. Keeping in view what happened in Ralamata, obviously, alarm bells are ringing in Wolkite too. Wolkite हमारे से आगे the western zone. In Ralamata, we saw that Tigray forces were given the green light by ENDF. ENDF wanted to scare Amhara forces, Amhara government. They fled. KDF captured large territories. Now ENDF in the process of disarming, expelling Tigray forces. This is what happened largely. I summed up the entire situation largely. Same could happen in Volkai too, but if you remember, I said when I covered the incidents, the developments, I said it would be difficult to emulate the same model in Western zone. There are more players. They are very entrenched in their positions. They won't easily flee like Amhara militias fled in Ralamata, unlike Amhara militias, which fled Ralamata, Koram. Maybe Amhara government, Amhara PP won't tolerate that. So today came a statement from Amhara Identity Restoration Committee for Wolkite Humera Sagade. This committee was formed years ago, by the way. This committee led the fight to make Wolkite Humera Sagade part of Amhara region. Colonel Damaik Zadu, others have been key leaders of this committee. And Colonel suffered a lot during EPRDF era. He was put in prison as well. But the man showed perseverance and he continued with his struggle. And during the 2-year-long war, we saw that Colonel's forces, FANO members, ENDF military, all captured Humera Volkai Saga. They're cutting off the link between Tigray and Sudan. The statement, 6-page statement, just one sentence, which I can quote. And this sentence sums up the entire statement. Wolkite Amhara and Restoration Committee says, over our dead bodies. TPLF can only take Humera Volkai Sagade over the dead bodies of Amhara people, dead bodies of this committee. This is, I'm just summing up the entire statement. And this is written, by the way, in the statement that over our dead bodies. So these are the emotions prevailing in Humera Volkai Sag. That is why I said that Raya-like plan cannot be implemented in Western zone. I told you in the live chat last night that Amhara militia training, which was stopped a month ago, resumed a week ago. It's ongoing. No militia members have been disarmed. No militias have been told to leave Wolkite. You'll see more militia trainings. You'll see North Gondarfano make preparations as well. Wolkite could be a real battleground if there is no peaceful solution. By the way, yeah, I agree, Mikhail. I don't think that Tegarai and ENDF will go for Wolkite now. They'll go for Slamti first. That is what I said 2 to 3 days ago. That from Ralamata, next destination for these two sides is Slamti, then Umara Wolkite second. But even the move into Salamti will take some time. They'll try to stabilize the southern zone. Here we are seeing some friction between Ethiopian military and Tigray fighters. So you'll see things settle down here in coming days. And after that, the next move would be in Salamti. But the last move into Wolkite is going to be key. Yeah, journalist, I mentioned that at the start of the live chat. The chief of KDF has died in a jet in a helicopter crash in Kenya. So it means that the Amhara groups in Wolkait are ready. They are not going to surrender. They're not going to flee. They think they are capable. They can defend. Whether they are capable or not, they say they lay down their lives, but they won't withdraw. Main man is again, I would say, Colonel Damakizad. He is in charge of the entire security structure in the Western zone, in charge of militias, in charge of police. What will he do? Will he just wage war on TPLF? Will he play double game? We'll have to wait. But as I said yesterday, we need to monitor Takeze, Slamti, Maravolkai, Sagade. Key developments will happen in these areas in coming days. But still, situation volatile in Ralamata as well, where frictions, as I said, noticed between military and Tigray fighters. Mikhail says Dimake will be removed, as I said before. But will he agree to be removed? What will he do? How will he react? Tigray can't afford to go into another war. Someone whose name is in Amharic is writing this comment. I agree, but Tigray was given the green light by ENDF to take back or to enter Ra zone, and Tigray fighters did not hesitate because they had the backing of ENDF. If they have the backing of ENDF and ENDF tells them to intervene in Ra in Western zone, while EDF, Eritrean military, is not likely to intervene, maybe Tigray could make a move there as Tadesse says all places belong neither to Tigray nor to Amhara but to Ethiopia. I cannot understand why interstate borders become an issue. Yeah, the borders should not become an issue. Damascus too says, don't fall for TPLF drama. Whether you call it drama or not, but You saw what happened in Raya Lamata, in Raya Forum, etc., in recent days. Dabebe Jetta says, hi, Abiy is the only way save Ethiopia because there is no strong political party like him. He's not letting others get strong, by the way. He's not tolerating any opposition. Now, second news story, viewers, is about Eritrea Ethiopia border. Today, an Ethiopian foreign ministry spokesperson held weekly press briefing. Two questions were asked by the journalist there. First question was about the implementation of Ethiopia Somaliland MOU signed at the start of this year could not turn into an agreement because of opposition, stiff opposition from Somalia. Welcome, Kira. Special welcome to you. Kira is a member. Uh, to the question about Somaliland, Ethiopian commission spokesperson said that there was no change in Ethiopian position. At least officially, Ethiopia is still committed to the MOU, though no practical steps have been taken to implement the MOU because of counter diplomatic campaign launched by Somalia. But the spokesperson clearly said that Ethiopia was committed to its agreement, to its MOU with Somaliland. Somaliland has been implying recently that Ethiopia was not as actively working to implement the MOU as Somaliland was doing. Somaliland accused Ethiopia indirectly of dragging its feet, but Ethiopia says it is committed, going slow but committed. Importantly, a question was asked about Ethiopia Eritrea border, Tigray Eritrea border. Tigray has been saying that Eritrean military is annexing Tigray's territories, that Irob, other territories, part of Tigray, are under the occupation of Eritrean military. The military has been rejecting the allegations. A few days ago, Eritrean government issued a statement saying that Ethiopia-Eritrea border is a closed chapter. It is not an issue. It's a it's closed. It's a business closed after the Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission's verdict. Now, this issue cannot be called a dispute. No dispute, no issue. Boundary Commission decision is very clear, implemented on the ground, no need of new demarcation. Everything is available in the decision published 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago by Ethiopia Boundary Commission. So this is what Eritrea said around a week ago. What did Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson say today? He said that the two countries will solve the issue. A committee with participation of members from the two sides, from two countries, will hold talks and solve the issue. Now, here we're seeing difference in Eritrean and Ethiopian positions. Eritrea says no talks, no negotiations about the border. Border issue is no issue. Ethiopia is saying that talks should be held. Tigray says Eritrea should withdraw its forces from Tigray territories. By the way, the spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry of Ethiopia is a newly appointed guy. He replaced Meles Alam. I don't know how experienced he is, but if the Ethiopian government's position is that a committee should be formed with the members from Eritrea and Ethiopia about the border issue, This position is not going to be accepted by Eritrean government. Eritrean government won't talk to Ethiopia. That is what we concluded reading the statement of our information ministry issued a few days ago. It means that border issue is still an issue for Ethiopia, but it's a closed deal, done deal for Eritrea. Let's see how situation unfolds on Eritrea Ethiopia border. Tegara Eritrea. Alam Gizao joined to a member. Welcome, Alam. Dark Star here too says hello. Hippo Press says welcome. Farabdi here too. Muhammad Ali. Birhan Veregavi says, hi, Mr. Sajid. The only strong leader was Meles Zenawi. Abi is incompetent to rule the country. But he is here, man. Here since 2018. And I think he'll be here for years. The way he's crushing opposition. But you never know about tomorrow. So far, he's in a strong position, I think. Big Grob. How likely is TPLF to get to grab Wolkite? I don't think that it will happen soon. Things will settle down in Raya Wolkite, then Salamti, then Wolkite. Wolkite hardnet to crack for TPLF. Stiff resistance TPLF will face there. Maybe ENDF also will hesitate when it comes to handing over Wolkite to TPLF. Because if somehow Tigray manages to connect with outside world, with Sudan, it will be in a position to strengthen itself militarily. It will be able to connect with several external players. It won't be an easy decision for ENDF to let Tigray connect with Sudan, I think, geographically. Nisabho joined to Analyst says, I think Eritrea Ethiopia border not demarcated. Yes, not practically demarcated, but I think the decision has all the details, coordinates mentioned. Hum joined to Hira Amare says, why is TPLF attacking Amhara forces while Eritrea is occupying Tigray's land? It's not hard to understand. It's because it's easy to take back Elamata, Rayalamata, Forum, ENDF backing. So PPLF going for soft target first, easy target. Lilo says, Sajid, when Ethiopian government tell about no Sinhai death, Fano spokesperson said he killed himself. But you said, I don't think he did not kill himself. I think, did Ethiopian government say that no Sinai killed himself? I don't think so. By the way, so many rumors are being spread about Sinhai that he is alive. Ethiopian forces, police, military have confirmed Sinhai's death. A family is asking the government to hand over the dead body of Sinai, but some people, just to make money from YouTube, are making such irresponsible videos claiming that Sinai is alive. Chief of Hamas said you should report an Afar Somali conflict. Yes, 4 days ago, this conflict, after I did a video on that. I could not cover it daily because of other important developments, but I am fully updated with what is happening there. I'll speak on that tomorrow. Somali is in touch with me as well, Madhu. Afars too. I remember during 2 year long Tigray war, I got a call once from an Ethiopian journalist. He said, Sajid, we're very surprised. You are covering the war, and some people in Afar who don't know English language, they come to us with your video. They say, please translate Sajid's videos for us. So it was a compliment for me that local Afar people were watching me and they want a translation of my videos in their local languages. Afar's in touch with me in Ethiopia, outside Ethiopia, to Somalis as well. So I am fully aware of the ongoing fighting there, but due to overwork, I could not cover that. Hopefully, tomorrow I'll speak on that. Nisebo says, Sajid, do you still think Pretoria is a capitulation deal? That was a capitulation deal, but it was not implemented. I mean, by now, all Tigray fighters should have been disarmed. By now, political dialogue should have started. All foreign forces should have left. Pretoria was not implemented. Pretoria just silenced guns. It could not lead to lasting peace, permanent solutions to problems. Ali Raya here too. Because 35 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat session. Always good to be with you in live chats. We covered a few topics like the death of Kenyan Defense Forces chief who died in a helicopter crash today. We talked about a warning from Wolkite by Wolkite. Amhara Restoration Committee warning to TPLF saying that TPLF can only take over Wolkite over the dead bodies of Amhara out there. Then Ethiopia seems to be taking a position about border with Eritrea. That joint committee should be formed with participation of representatives from Ethiopia and Eritrea. Eritrea took a different position a few days ago. It said there was no need of any negotiations. Border issue was resolved. Done deal. Lastly, Ethiopia is showing its commitment to the MOU signed with Somaliland earlier this year, though implementation could not start. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay safe till tomorrow. Bye bye.